Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Bloom Force Healing Podcast. This is an update number 932, which is a day 932 of consecutive blogging and podcasting about my daily stuff. This is an update for Sunday, and I named it Crystal and Fire. And crystal is a metaphor for something, while fire is the main gig of today. Unfortunately, a bit sinister and unpleasant. But let's start with crystal because it's the easiest one and I would say the less interesting, albeit it's interesting to us because here in Ireland we usually have a very mixed weather and we have a lot of clouds, rain, etc. during the year. And in the last good couple of days, we had a streak of heat. Maybe not heat, but clear skies and the sun and lovely weather, completely cloudless skies. And while it's still quite chilly in the shadows, when the sun is up, it's unbearable. It's already hot, like in summer, and it brings a lot of people to our area, which is more touristic on the west coast of Ireland, especially here in Donegal. And because we have that little business with the sauna and we operate over the weekends, which is just ending now, we deployed for Sunday in Rasnaula beach with the sauna, and we had a decent Sunday. It doesn't usually translate, even if there's plenty of people at the beach. It doesn't mean we will have plenty of business because in majority of cases, nice weather just draws attention of a lot of families with kids which are not necessarily going to the sauna. And then a lot of people still have that mindset of if it's hot outside, why would I go to the sauna? If you know what I mean. Which is obviously wrong because you're still getting at least twice as you would get even in Morocco on the outside in the sauna, because we keep about 80 degrees Celsius in the sauna, and then you get the benefits of the extreme heat exposure, then going to the Atlantic Ocean and getting that cold water dip gives you extra benefits. But yeah, this is the mindset of most of the people still, that awareness is growing but very slowly, and until it's more prevalent in the population, then we will still see that kind of disbalance between the amount of people at the beach versus the amount of business that we're getting. Actually, the worse the weather, the better business sometimes it is for us, because people feel more cozy in the sauna, and then when they are heated up, they go to the ocean, and it's more pleasant for them, and actually they enjoy it. But yeah, we deployed the sauna. It was usual business day, but because of that clear sky and hot weather, well, warm weather, I deployed a drone to film a little bit and use that opportunity of lovely light. I saw something that we know about because the Atlantic waters are very clean. They're, as you can imagine, crystal clear. That's why my metaphor in the title. But this time you could see through the water perfectly. So you could see the bottom sand and the rocks and everything. So it was almost like through the glass. So it was amazing to see. I have nice footage, but it's in vertical format, so I won't be attaching it here. I might start doing some vertical videos from a drone and dropping to the channel to spice it up. So this will be definitely one of the things that I want to drop here. But let's switch to the fire or more sinister part of today's shenanigans. When we were returning from the beach, I saw something that was not matching the environment. So I saw a grayish kind of cloud that was kind of originating from behind the hill. And it was immediately odd to me because there was not a single cloud in the sky for the whole day and that evening as well. So it immediately kind of triggered for me that the BlueStacks are burning. And BlueStacks are BlueStack mountains, or rather hills, mostly hills, and a couple of mountains surrounding Donegal town. And that direction kind of gave me indication. I thought it's around Barnesmore Gap, which is on the way to Letterkenny. And Julian and my wife saw that kind of partially, but they said it's just a cloud or it can't be fire. Maybe somebody is burning something behind the hill and that's why. And I said, no, the scale of this thing in the sky is way too big for somebody burning something. And when we arrived home, I put the drone up over our estate, obviously on the elevation where it wouldn't endanger any flying aircraft like the rescue things or similar. And as far as I could, I zoomed in, and indeed exactly around Video Barnes, which is a bar near, or a pub near Barnesmore Gap on the way to Letterkenny, there was a huge smoky area and a little bit of fire, I thought, on the slopes of BlueStack Mountains. And we saw a helicopter surrounding it, like a patrol helicopter, so probably firemen or some supporting aircraft was circulating in the area. And that was the only thing we could see, because I didn't want to fly a drone into the area where, there is a emergency response happening. Obviously it's dangerous, so we had to wait. And then when it got darker, Julian and myself, we went on the loop around Donegal town, and we knew that at some stage in Donegal town there is a elevation good enough to see the BlueStacks from afar. And at night, if there is a fire, it would be visible. And indeed, you can see the picture in the blog. Today's entry is with the picture from my phone with a longer exposure, about 3 seconds. So it looks a little bit brighter than it was, but it was dark for naked eye, and you could see the fire, obviously. So it looked sinister and scary. So I hope that nobody suffers because of it and no houses or farms are affected, because mostly it looked like there were the slopes of Croaconella and other hills in the area, which are usually barren, but there are some farms and small buildings that can be a little bit deeper into the mountains. So fingers crossed they can contain and manage that fire to die off naturally, because I don't think the area, the vast area that it covers, is doable to extinguish. So they need to control it and protect the buildings. So we'll see tomorrow, and then I'll report if I have any updates. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Stay tuned and see you again.